Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beeman Toyota. I wanted to show you guys a few of the differences because I've had a lot of people ask me the question on what's really changed between the 18 and the 19 rav4. Your easy answer is everything. You can see right here, I've got a couple of new rav4s here. They're all new, but this one's an 18 model. These two are 19s. Then I've got another 18 in there, another 19, couple more 18s. Obviously, we're getting the 18s out of here for the 19s, of course. But definitely, I wanted to show you a few of the things that you can understand on the 19, what's different than the 18. So, first thing I want to show you is that your key, a little different. So, this is your 2018 key on your LE, and I'm just showing you the LE for your base model. You'll be able to kind of figure it out from there for some of the higher ups, but just trying to show you the difference between the base models. That way you get a better understanding of what their difference is. So that's the key. It's always in your pocket with it sticking out. That's your LE. Obviously you have a push button start, then it'd be a little bit different. This one, it's also a key, but it's going to be your for your new rav4. Now what it does is it obviously will zip out like this for you. So it's still a key start, but this one will feel a little bit better in your pocket. So it's not going to have it jabbing in there. It's going to be locked in, and you're not going to have to worry about it. Obviously, both of them have the same things on the inside: your unlock, your panic, and your, or as I call it, find my car button, and your unlock and lock buttons. All right, so we'll show you a few on the front here. So your 18 rav4 on the front, you can see you've got a pointed front end here. They've actually shortened the new car. So if you look at them, you're a little bit shorter. And if you look at the silver one beside it, you can actually see how it's shorter. The reason it's shorter is because of that nose. You don't have it protruding out anymore. It's taken more of the Tacoma nose. So this right here is more of a flat nose. It gives it more of a meaner look. I think it's actually a little bit more appealing. This one's an XLE. This one's the one we're comparing that's an LE to an LE. You see you don't have your fog lights on it, things like that. So you're still going to stick with your LE on that one. No sunroof on your LE. You'll have sunroof when you get to the XLE and above. But you can see your lights. Everything's upgraded on this car. It's wider. It has more room on the inside, a better feel, of course. You're gonna have hubcaps on both. This one's got a hubcap on it, but you can see that. You'll also have a hubcap on this one, but it looks a little bit different. So you're gonna have, just your body lines on the new one, really, they just snap really good. This one, it's a little bit more subdued, still a good looking car, just a little bit more subdued. If you look on the inside, I'm gonna show you your inside here. You've got, this one's black on the inside, of course, but you've got your touch screen. This one's got a CD player. You won't have any CD players in any of the new RAV4s, the 2019s. All your safety sense is in the 18 as it is in the 19. You can check out my other video on safety sense. It'll describe that for you. Like I said, no sunroof. You can see your interior looks pretty nice in here, of course. Let me turn on the light here for us. So get a little bit better view while we have the light on in here. But I think it looks pretty good. Back seats still fold down. You still get plenty of room back there in the back seats. Back seats will recline. The new ones will recline as well. Plenty of leg room. Have a little bit more on your new one in the 19. You'll have a power up, power down tailgate option in certain ones above the LE. And then it just matters on your pack. But you can see the sides of the back. Your opening is not as big in the 18 as it is in the 19. So it's definitely a little bit bigger opening. And I'll take you straight from here over to the LE. And I'll open this back door for you. And you can see what I mean about the back door is definitely bigger. Rewind it if you need to, but it's definitely bigger. You'll also notice your exhaust is different. Back bumper is different. It's actually protected a little bit better. The fact that you got this black right here that's on here, you're not going to scrape that up like you could with the old one. If you take a look even at the one that's right beside here, you had a painted top to that bumper, which could be susceptible to getting scratches. If you're pulling bags or something out of the back, you're not going to have that problem in this particular one. But you can definitely take a look on the inside of this one. You'll see your radio screen's different. Now you'll have an option for a 6 or a 7-inch screen. This one's got a 7 or an 8-inch screen. This one's got the 7-inch screen in it. All of your safety sense, like I said. Now they've moved your cruise control, and I'll jump back to the other one to show you that. But your cruise control is now right here on your steering wheel. So if you look right here, your set is right here. Or your arm is right here. Your set's down here, and then your resume's up here. This is where your it's going to be for your dynamic cruise control that'll set your distance. But everything's right here for your cruise control now. That's a little bit easier to use than what the previous model did. Because what the previous model did is you had a little stick that goes behind, and it's pretty common for Toyotas to have that. It's ever since the 18 Camry they've started moving that you have a stick, which is actually right here. You can kind of see in the back. It's right here with my finger. This turns it on, and then you can, resume and everything else. Try to get a better shot of it, but it, needless to say, it's in a hidden spot on the back. If you weren't used to driving a Toyota, then you wouldn't know the difference. But if you are used to driving a Toyota, then if you are used to driving a Toyota, you wouldn't know the difference. But if you aren't used to it, it's kind of odd. It just depends on the person. But most of us that drive Toyotas love it. So you can see your air conditioner controls a little bit different. Everything in the center. I'll jump back to the other one and I'll show you the difference there. You'll also notice your mirrors, by the way, when I'm coming over. Your mirrors are in a spot on this one that they're not in on the new one. On the new one, you'll see your mirrors are actually brought down, and it gives you more visibility, so you can actually see out of the car better. It gives you much better visibility. It's actually a little bit bigger mirror than what the previous one was. So definitely. But you can see now your heating and air controls, it's a lot better. You have a push button for when you're going to set where it's going, everything like that. But either side is going to be your temperature control. And depending on what you're in, the LE will have it where it's hot or cold and, on or off more or less. But you can get into the XLE, and for just a little bit more, you get your dual climate control and all of that. Now, you'll also have sport modes, economy modes, all of that you've had before. Everything that you remember is still the same for features. Now, I will show you something that's really different, and a lot of people are questioning why it makes sense, but here's what it is. On the 18, back here, you had a pocket. That pocket is now gone. Now, you do have one on the backside over here, but there's no pocket on the seat. If that's something that's important to you, maybe you have to do something a little bit different, but it's just something to consider. But the interior, you can see definitely more legroom in here. It's a better vehicle. It really is. I love the RAV4. I love the old RAV4, but the new body style and the new modifications, they've really come a long way. They're on the Toyota New Global Architecture platform, so it's a sturdier frame. It's a better frame. It's stronger, and it allows the wheels to be pushed further out, so it gives you a more stable platform. It's a better car. There's no easier way to put it that way, but then that way. Toyota's really outdone themselves with this, and I'll post some more about it coming up. But I wanted you to see some of the differences between the old and the new, and it's night and day. You've got several different trim levels that have been added, including the Adventure Grade, which has been modified from the previous year. The Adventure Grade in 2018 was not as popular as I think it's going to be in 2019. They've made some modifications, and now it's actually on par with the Limited Grade, which is on top. So you have your LE, you'll have your XLE, your XLE Premium, your Limited, and your Adventure Grade. And you're going to love every one of them. Each one's got different features. Like I said, we'll go over that further as we go forward into the year, and I will get you some more information on that. But definitely the new RAV4, even if you bought one last year, if you've got one that you've drove, you think it's the same thing, it is not. Drive this car. You've got an upgrade even in the motor. Last year's motor was a 2.5 liter motor. This is a 2.5 liter motor. The difference is they've paired it with the 8-speed transmission. The 8-speed transmission helps you get better fuel economy. You're going to get about 3 or 4 miles per gallon better than what you would have gotten with the previous year. So you're getting better fuel economy with this one, and you're going to produce more horsepower. Last year's horsepower was 178. In the same size motor, you're going to produce 203 horsepower. So it's going to have more pickup, more zep, and better fuel economy. So you're getting the best of all worlds when it comes to it. It's just, there's not really a better vehicle in the segment, in my opinion. People are talking about that it looks like other vehicles, and that there's things that are the same as other. Okay, fine. Everybody's doing certain designs. I can understand that, and I can appreciate that. But I mean, look at this. This thing is just a beautiful, beautiful car. This is a limited model. It's got a specialized interior. They've put so many additional options on these cars that just learning them is going to be a task for us salesmen. So definitely just give it a shot. I think that you'll be very impressed with it. Just give it a shot. Let's take one for a test drive, and I think that you'll fall in love with this new RAV4. Once again, this is Steven. I'm with Beeman Toyota in Nashville. If you want to, give me a call or text 615-645-3039. Definitely come down, take a test drive. I'd love to put you in one of these cars, give you a great deal. Take care. We're going to talk to you here soon. I'm going to get you a little bit more on the RAV4. Just wanted to show you some of the differences.